Hi, welcome to your yoga and Pilates feel good moment. So Carmel and I were ready to help you feel great at this beginning of March. We're getting to the spring. We're starting to wake up to more light, but we're also a little bit tired. So let's help our bodies to feel good. Mountain pose, start here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale out. Make sure that you're not locking your knees. So try to feel your thighs working. Activate them over here. Let's go from side to side. Here we're using the obliques, so the muscles on the sides. Waking up that core, the power center in Pilates. Also getting a nice stretch. Maybe your back likes it as well. Let's go to one side and gently pump it over there. Pump, 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 and then open up. Go to the other side and pump, pump. Pumping new energy, wellness into your body. And open up. Good job, open both arms. In, bring it in, exhale. And open out. In, bring it in, exhale. And open out. Bring your arms in, exhale. And open. Inhale. Exhale, round. And inhale up. And then do a little back bend. Bring your arms behind you if you can. And then up. Above your head. Interlace the fingers. Push up. Stretch it out. Long back. Long body. And then release. Good. Let's warm up a little bit by going to squat or a chair pose. And up. Chair. And up. Inhale, exhale up, chair. You can push your hands back to get the triceps working as well. Start to feel the warmth in the legs. One more, stay here. Pulse, pump, pulse. Go down. Keep your weight on your heels. Keep your back long. Activate your abdominals. Scoop the abdominals toe to spine. Another Pilates PowerPoint. Power center idea with scooping the abdominals. Yoga calls that the navel lock. So you're activating your abdominals. You're scooping them in as if you were wearing jeans that were tight. And you needed to scoop it in. All right, take a step with one foot and pulse here. And a little bit more. And change to the other side. Take a step, stay low. And curtsy. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Come to the center. Open your toes and heels and toes, and we'll go to a victory pose. Stay here, powerful pose. So you can move your head a little bit from side to side to get a little movement for the neck. Our legs are working out. Our abdominals, back muscles. Let's do a little bit more movement. Lift your nose up, down, and up, and down. Neck likes to move, so we're moving it. And last one. Good. And stretch it out, a large pose. Gain space, gain energy, gain confidence, and bring it in. Okay? Alright, bring your feet in. We're going to do a little bit of sun salutations. I gotta deal with Caramel here, so inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Go down. Forward fold. Inhale, tabletop. And take a step. Take steps back. And chaturanga, go down if you can, if you have a dog. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. And then down dog. And walk back to your hands. And tabletop. And go down. And climb it up to standing. Gonna have to change to the other end of the mat. Inhale, arms go up. Weird out. It's nice to have a doggy who loves to share your yoga mat with you. Tabletop. And back down. Take 2 steps. Plank. Down to chaturanga. And then upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Gonna have to do that again. Walk out your dog. And then press the heels down. Let's take a step front with the right foot. And then send your arms up. You are in your warrior 1. So your hips face front. Look up. Stretch on the left hip flexor. Open your arms now. Open your chest. And then interlace the fingers. And open your chest again. Now peaceful warrior. Lean over that front leg. Inhale. And exhale. And lift it up. Nice, smooth, and yummy. Bring the hands back above your head. And then hands come to heart. Let's go down to the mat. Pivot the back foot parallel. Plank. We're going to do a little bit of Pilates work. So we're going to lift one leg at a time. Squeeze your butt, your glute as you lift one leg at a time. You can open up the foot outside or you can keep it parallel. What matters is that you're working out with the glute. Exhale as you lift. And lift. Again, working on that power center. So in Pilates, the power center is your back muscles, your abdominals, and your glutes. They are the powerhouse of the body. And Joseph Pilates, who invented Pilates, wanted to focus on that powerhouse. He thought that that was the safety net of the body. If we have strong abdominals, back muscles, and glutes, we will be more able to live our daily lives in health. All right, let's go to downward facing dog from there. Take a little breather. My dog is sleeping peacefully here. All right, we're gonna do the other leg. So now it's gonna be the left foot that is going to take a step in between your hands. Open the back foot halfway out. Send your arms front and then up. Good job. Let it sink in for a while here. We are in our warrior 1. Nice stretch on the right hip flexor. I hope you feel it. And then open your arms to shoulder level. Maybe even close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Allow the shoulders to melt backwards and downwards. Your chest is opening. Then interlace your fingers behind your back. And open the chest again. Open those shoulders. And then we go to peaceful warrior. So we're leaning over that front leg. Inhale. And exhale. And then carefully come up. Back to where we started. Release the hands. And the arms go up. Right up towards the ceiling. And then hands to heart. And we go back on the floor. And plank. Let's do a little bit of those lifts. The same as we did before. Squeeze your glutes as you lift it up. Lift. We're also working on the abdominals here, which is really great. We get the glutes, we get the abdominals. Lift it up. And the last one, downward facing dog. Push yourself backwards. Walk out the dog. And then stay here. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Let's go to yoga squat. So you're going to bring your feet outside of your hands and you're going to point your toes outward. So you end up in your yoga squat position. And you're going to push away with the elbows. So I'm going to pivot just a little bit. So your feet are pointed outward. Your knees are pointing outward. You're pressing your hands one against another. You relax your shoulders. And you allow the stretch to happen in the inner thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale out. One more in. Gonna pivot here. Stay there. And exhale. Good job. Okay. Let's come sit down with your hands on the mat or without hands. Let's do a little bit of windshield wipers just to relax the hip flexors. So you can place your hands on the floor or do it without your hands to practice a little bit more mobility and balance and just body awareness. All right, so now we're going to go do a little bit more abdominal work. Can I pivot this way? So we're going to do the Pilates beats, as you very well may know. So put your legs 90-degree angle and then we're going to press down as you were tapping sand or snow in Canada. So you exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and all throughout the beats you try to push your abdominals towards the floor. So you want to have contact, and you could put your head down on the floor or you can lift it up for more exercise. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, now bring in the knees and take a little break. You may want to scoot the knees from side to side, rock. All right, we're gonna go to another exercise where we extend one leg away and then bring it back. Extend, extend. So you're hugging the other knee. And again, you may wanna keep your head on the floor or lift it up for more exercise. So, and you can even lean a little bit more towards the knee that it's folding in. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Continue. We're working on our wellness. It's so important to take a moment in your day, whenever you can, to really do something good for your body and the way that you like to do it. So yoga and Pilates are one way. There are other ways too. Some people prefer a little bit more intense workouts. Some people prefer to play. Some people prefer to walk, bringing the knees. So find the style that works for you. And you may change. At one point you might want to like something and then you change your mind. And as we get older, we change habits as well. All right, let's take a moment to stretch the glutes. So bring your right ankle over the left knee and then hug in either underneath or over, if your knee allows it, if you don't feel any pain, over the knee. And just allow the stretch to happen. Allow your breathing to calm down. Alright, lift that right foot up, shake, shake, shake. And we're gonna go to the other side. So left ankle on the right knee, and then you grab behind the right thigh or over the knee. And again, you allow your breathing to calm down. Good. All right. We're going to go to our last abdominal exercise. So we're going to extend our legs and arms and then bring them in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And here as well, remember to keep your abdominals pushing towards the spine. No arching in the back. So if you find yourself arching, you gotta keep the arms and legs a little bit less further apart. Couple of more. Can you do it? If you need to take a break, you can totally do that. The last one. And relax the head and hugging the knees. Rock from side to side. Alright, we're gonna go to our glute exercises. So leave about a foot between your butt cheeks and your heels, and then you're gonna lift your bum up, and then we're gonna stay here for a moment. So long back, long neck, and squeeze with the glutes. Then we're gonna add, we're gonna lift one leg up and bring it down, up and down. And as you bring down, you can flex the foot, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex. Good job. Bring it in. Let's do the other leg. So first we establish the movement up and down, up and down, and then we can start with our point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Again. Two more. Really using your glutes there. And down. Hold it there for a moment. Yeah. And then put it in. Good job. Hug in the knees. Now try to open your knees a little bit to the side. You might even want to go to happy baby. So open them up to the knees, either pushing the knees away, ankles, or big toes. Alright, bring the knees in, a little impulse, and come up to seated. And let's go and cross our legs here. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Let's go a little bit spinal twist. So take, for example, the right hand, place it on the left knee, and do your spinal twist. Keep quite straight back, so don't round your back here. And then come back facing front. Let's do the other side. So we're gently twisting to the other side here. And then come back facing front. Reach up. And then interlace fingers and stretch. Relax your neck. Open up the arms. Let's do a little bit of nervous system calming. So take your hands and rub on one side of your neck, like a cat or, I don't know, some gentle creature, and then the other side. Just gently stroke down, and then both sides. Gentle touch, don't force it. Good. We're also gonna rub our hands a little bit, maybe the fleshy part here between the thumb and the index where they start, juncture, the other side. And then take your hands and stroke down your forehead. Your fingertips are pulling down. And the same on your cheeks. And then all the way from the ears to your shoulders. Relax into the face. Good. Okay. Let's continue our relaxation now. And we're going to go to a puppy pose. So go to all fours and then extend your arms so that you can go and surrender your forehead on the mat. So the closer you bring your hands to each other, the more you're going to feel the stretch. I have to adapt to my puppy being here in my puppy pose. Take a moment to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more in and exhale. Good job. Come back. All fours and round your back. Exhale. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. You may want to look over each shoulder so you get a little bit of neck mobility. Or keep it straight. Round and arch. And round and arch. Try to use your abdominals. And then we're going to do just circles above the knees. Try to relax the lower back. The other way around. This may also help your digestive system to get things moving. This is an added bonus. Alright. Come now and sit over to your heels, except curl the toes under. So we get a nice little stretch for the soles of our feet. So it's going to sit here. If it becomes too much, you're welcome to point your toes. Inhale. And exhale, stay there. Fold right hand behind your shoulder and press it with your left hand to get a tricep stretch. Straight to the other side. Left hand behind the left shoulder. And we stretch. Alright, release. And now we're going to point our toes. Counter pose, we're going to sit over. And we're going to change. We're going to bring one arm front and press it at the level of the shoulder. Elbow more. And we get a nice shoulder stretch. You might want to turn towards the hand. And then open up. And the other side. Good job. Okay. Open up. Inhale. And exhale. Roll up your shoulders. Good. Let's go ahead and stretch our hamstrings. So take a seated staff pose and then fold towards your legs. So remember that the movement it starts from your lower back. So you might want to stop halfway or go all the way. And take this moment to tune in with your body. Maybe ask yourself, what do I need? How can I help myself to feel better? Is it something physical, rest, or food or water, or is it maybe something mental? Should I reconsider my thoughts? More focused towards positive thoughts? Just take a moment to ask yourself, how can I help myself to feel better? Not that you aren't, but how can I feel even better? And then climb it up. Okay. Let's cross our legs. And we're going to finish with a little relaxation. So your legs are crossed, your back is straight, your hands are resting on your knees. Slight activation in your abdominals. Your chin is leaning towards your chest. Now inhale, allowing your lower belly to get bigger. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more in. And exhale. And now as you exhale, allow your shoulders to melt down. Allow your elbows to feel heavy. And allow your hands to rest against your knees. Can you feel that connection between your hands and your knees? Can you imagine that connection as a safe connection? Just the mere presence of your hand touching your knee. Your hand not trying to do anything, just resting. And can you use that as an illustration of how you are enough? Because you show up, because you try, because you work towards different things, different goals. So calmly tell yourself that you are enough. The way that you are able to show up after you tried. Now gently bring your hands to your chest, press them against your heart. Feel the hand on your heart. Maybe allow yourself to feel compassion for yourself. And then all the while knowing that that is when you're able to give compassion to others as well. So what benefits you also ends up benefiting other people. Take a big inhale from the lower belly. And exhale. And then open your arms to shoulder level. Your eyes can still be closed. Maybe sparkle your fingertips, move your fingers. And imagine yourself opening up to the spring. It's not here yet, maybe, but it will come. Open yourself to new opportunities, maybe very small ones, but there's always hope. And then open your eyes as you bring your hands to heart, and let's go ahead and bow down as a sign of thankfulness for this moment that we shared together. I hope you liked the class. I'll see you next time.